Welcome back to FFB, and today we're celebrating because this weekend Chelsea are in second place. I don't care, alphabetically, whatever you want. We are set up for a great, amazing run. It was a great weekend, great results for us, and this is my personal joy: Man City's downfall. Not like I'm a Liverpool fan, but like I've been telling you guys, it's good to see somebody brought down that is dominating the league and opening opportunity for football. Yes, those of you that want the Chelsea title race to happen, it would have been much better if they would have tied to keep ourselves within striking distance of the top. But if you're going to win, you're going to win. If Chelsea, this is their year to compete, they have to compete with the likes of Liverpool. Now, Manchester City, I'm so sorry, Schadenfreude. Like I told you before, I can only guess that Pep Guardiola now scratched his butthole to blood. He must be losing his mind. I do not feel sorry for them yet. I think they've come back from an 8-point difference at this stage in the league, or in different stages of the league. They've managed to come back, and we know that they have their famous run that they come after Christmas or around the December time frame. However, this amount of points is proving that might be a little bit difficult. So things that I want to highlight about this weekend: Palmer back, amazing goal, amazing performance. I'm going to see if I can pull up and bring up his stats, but guys, he had some ridiculous stats. Look them up. 1 goal, 1 assist. He had like 100% long passes, 100% pass accuracy in long passes, 100% of his interception of his duels won. So an amazing performance for him. We saw now Moises Caicedo in what is, we got to find ways to talk about Chelsea now, but that's not really a right back position, right? And I see all the Chelsea pundits very excited about that. Do not make Enzo Caicedo a right back. You do not grab one of the best midfielders in the world. Yes, he can do the job. He can probably be a goalkeeper too, but there's no point in doing that, is there? Because of what you lose. Yes, you gain in your coming in position. Fix the right back position so he can play in the middle. Again, those of you that know, I am from Ecuador, and I'm telling you the kind of things that you can see this man do throughout the midfield. You already see he can cover right back. You've seen the DM. You've seen him even maybe as an 8. The guy can really dominate a midfield. He can run it. He can be a captain. He can keep people in front of him and behind him organized. You do not want to put him in the right back position. I already see you guys enjoying that. Please get that damn idea out of your head. Let's find a right back solution there. Again, the other good news: Jackson back on a scoring sheet. He's at the top of the league in terms of his efficiency, his goal scoring. Absolutely, Cucurella and, to me, Caicedo are team of the season players, and Lavia I think is going to come up there as one of those solid performers as well, as if we keep him there. So great things happening in Chelsea. Robert Sanchez didn't have the worst of games, but still I still want to give Sanchez Jorgensen a shot, but hey, it was a great game. It's a great weekend. Chelsea are in second. Everybody be warned out there. Manchester United, we're leaving you behind. Hopefully you can catch up in a year or two. I think Ruben Amorim, you guys have scored, I think, 8 to 10 goals in 2 or 3 matches. So good for you. Honestly, I am an absolute Chelsea fan. But for a little bit, I did support Manchester United because, as you know, some of you know, I'm from Ecuador. And when Antonio Valencia played there, when he just got there, it was really hard for me to, not want to support them. Of course, that was around the time that Chelsea was doing really well. So, and we're back in those times again now, right? So I have like an affinity for, and many of my great friends are Manchester United fans, and I miss that rivalry. And I hope that we can see each other again in the next 2 or 3 years when Manchester City goes back to their little corner. Pep Guardiola cries and he learns how to rebuild a team for the first time in his life, which I really want him to. I want him to go through the pain. I think that's great for football. Want him to go through that pain, live that experience, and if we're going to have that Fergie conversation, is a skill that he needs to develop. not just be able to do what he's great at and the best in the world at, which is grab the biggest, best dominating team and maintain that ruling the roost for years. Now, hopefully, with Rodri out and all these, he's going to have to adapt and do some rebuilding. But I miss Manchester United. Guys, please, I hope Ruben Amorim does it for you, because we've really missed you. We want you back. We want to be fighting at the top with you. And I think Chelsea has arrived. I hope I don't have to eat these words a couple of months right now, but I really don't think so. The team is young. There's still development, still things to come. There's always some transfer windows where we can do some business. Actually, my concern is that the opposite will happen. That in some of these windows, when Chelsea starts doing really well, we can't hold on to our players. I remember a long time ago, I was speaking to a dear friend of mine. He is a Liverpool fan, and before Liverpool came back, we were having this conversation. It was like right out of a year or two after they sold Torres, and I said, you know, if you let go of your best players, you're never going to make it. You don't want to be a club that is ripe for the picking, that you're going to develop or find great talent, they prove themselves in your team, and they pull them away. And I'm really hoping that that doesn't happen with the business model here at Chelsea. So in other words, is someone to come out, they can't come for the ones that we just bought, maybe that's too complicated, but I don't know, like Gurea, Real Madrid is out there, right? And Real Madrid, let's face it, they can probably pull players from us based on name. People want to live in Madrid and play for the biggest team out there in the history of football, which is, by the way, what Chelsea was set out to be under Roman Abramovich. He was out there to compete in a very long-term vision against the Real Madrids of this world. And it felt like that was never going to happen again. But now I have a little hope. But you have to hold on to those players. We have to hold on to these amazing players that are now coming through that we're developing. Before we were developing them in Cobham and bringing them through, and that's not a thing. We're letting those go now, apparently, and that's sad. So now we're saying, okay, we're going to bring them in young and develop them that way. Okay, well, let's see it as soon as they start, scoring, because, I think Jackson is nowhere near what his competitors in the Premier League are in terms of his salary. So what'll happen a year or two from now if he does really well? Will the salaries rise? We're still going to have these salary caps and these sort of things that will allow those players to leave to Real Madrid, fine, but what if they start leaving? I won't even say the names, but the places they could start leaving, or a Manchester United that is now going to have a budget and a rebirth. So I think, like I said to that friend then, and it wasn't only, they lost Torres, and it was only when they started retaining their talent and the likes of Mo Salah, when you can, and Van Dijk, and you can start building around those players, and then bringing in some players that you could sort of add here and there, then you can really build something where you're winning for a few years in a row. So let's see. Let's hope these players totally come through. I don't want to get too carried away, but I think I can officially say that Chelsea have now landed. Chelsea are now not the nominating team that they were at one point. We're winning Premier League titles, but I think we're certainly competing for all the cups, and I think absolutely we will be competing for some silverware just because of the squad depth that we have, and when we're seeing others struggle. So very excited. It's a great weekend for us. We're really having a party today. We're happy to be second. I'm sorry for the noise, but like I said, there's a party going on, and I want all you Chelsea fans to feel a part of it. I wanted to make this extra video just to share how goddamn happy I am about this weekend, about this result against Aston Villa, about seeing our quality players, about seeing great ideas, different ideas of football work for Chelsea, about seeing Manchester City suffer, get their ass kicked while they're down, and put them on a very rough road. You always want to see the big guys suffer when they've been dominating for a while, and that really opens an opportunity for us. So please, comment, like, give us a subscribe, my friends. I have very little friends. Look down there. There's not many. You can be one of them, and I'll continue to do my best to create great content for you every day, exciting about football in general, but always with a little twinkle in the eye of some of the Chelsea, my blue tinted glasses. But I'll try to take off, but not today. Today I think we're just having a welcome party, an arrival party. Chelsea is here, excited, be ready, Premier League. And as always, boys, come on you Blues.